guys, Karen Hugbeck here from Aspire Wellbeing. I'm sitting outside my little place here in Bright, and it is a calm, beautiful, overcast Saturday. And yes, I've got roosters around here, as you can hear. I just love being outdoors, and that's why I'm sitting here. So I'm going to wait a little bit to see who's come and join me. So let's just wait and see if it's working first. Let's see if it's working. Let's see if it's working. Yes, it is working. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and see who's going to join me. I've just been having a big day, having a big week actually, and I've had to be really organised this week. Hello, I can see someone's popping in to have a look. Can you hear me? Can you let me know with a thumbs up if you can hear me, so I know? Let me know. Let me know. Can you hear me, guys? Maybe I'll just have... Yeah, it looks like it on the computer here. So, hey, guys. Good to have you come in and join me here. Hello. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what country you're in and how your day has been. How have you been going? How's your day been? It's just so beautiful evening here. It's about, what is it? It's gone 7. I've had a busy day. And I've just had a cup of tea. I had one of my muffins that I made, and I have made lots of vegetables. I've been picking beautiful tomatoes from my garden here. I just planted near the fence, and some zucchini, and I've roasted a lot of vegetables, and it's just beautiful. So now I'm sitting down relaxing. I've actually got my computer in front of me, and I'm going to be sitting out here as the sun goes down. So it's beautiful. So let me know where you are from. And hello, good to see you guys. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is actually about inflammation in the body. So Dubbo, I haven't been to Dubbo yet, but I've got another friend of mine who lives in Dubbo, and I spoke to someone the other day that was close to there. I can't remember the name, but it's definitely a place where I want to go and visit. So if you don't know, I'm in Bright. I'm actually a little bit outside of Bright. I'm on a kind of a tucked away little farming area here. So it's beautiful. I'm near a creek. I've got loads of possums here. I've got a big maple tree here that changes colours in the autumn, a begonia tree, a cypress. It is beautiful. But I've got the camera on a stand, so it's a little bit hard to show you now. I wanted to share a little bit about inflammation. So, because I just actually, not that long ago, finished seeing a client of mine. Actually, it's a new client. I do remedial massage, and I actually do treat people from my place here. And yeah, she was actually asking about the curcumin that I've been taking. So we started talking about that, and I started reflecting on just inflammation in the body. So I was doing a little bit of reading up about it, and I wanted to share that with you. Because in the last 5 months, I have, I guess, realised that I've had a lot of inflammation in the body, not being really aware that I had that amount of inflammation. So I'm going to go through some common causes of inflammation. So so you got a bit of an idea. basically inflammation in the body, it can be caused by various factors, and it's often due to some infection or injury. However, when we got chronic inflammation, that is when we have it for a long time, can be triggered by lifestyle factors. It could be environmental exposures, it can be certain medical conditions. But most of the common causes of inflammation, guys, is chronic stress. That could be when we release stress hormones for a long time, that could contribute to higher levels of inflammation. Believe it or not, but lack of exercise, when we're really not moving a lot, that can be a big contributor to higher level of inflammation as well. So doing regular exercise is really, really important. And I don't know, you guys let me know what kind of exercise you like doing, but I love, of course, Pilates. I love walking. I love going for my swims. I've got mountain bikes just next to me here. But fairly gentle exercise. I don't do anything too hard. Hey, we got someone else. Gabby, how are you? Good to have you here. Aren't you in Dubbo too? Aren't you? Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, so lack of exercise can cause inflammation too. If you eat a really poor diet, that can cause inflammation, of course, as we know, a lot of sugar. Dubbo too, yes. And Gabby, I was just saying, I've got another friend in Gabbo. And Erin, you know, obviously, Gabby. So I've got to come to Dubbo and see you girls. Hello, Catherine. Good to have you here. I'm talking about inflammation. Yeah, so of course we know sugar is a big contributor. I'm a bit of a sweet tooth. And I had a couple of overripe bananas, and I thought I'd better use them up because I don't like wasting things. So I'm not really, I can just put things together. I don't need to follow recipes, but I actually made some muffins, really yummy muffins, and I put really good spices in there, lots of cinnamon and cardamom and clove and chocolate, and they turned out really nice. So I had some, but I actually put normal sugar in them because I didn't have anything at home. Yes, I put sugar in. I actually put wheat in, which I normally don't do. So poor diet obviously also can cause inflammation, also really unhealthy fats. Yes, Erin, tap dance. I'd love to learn how to tap dance. You know, I always wanted to tap dance. It's on my list to do. I've got to learn how to tap dance. Another thing that can cause inflammation is, exposure to chemicals, really toxic cleaning stuff and things that we put on our body. So as you know, I use everything toxic free. I love my Young Living products, essential oils, and all I actually use for my skin, I'll tell you a little secret. There's no filter on here. Pretty good skin. I reckon my skin is getting better too. I actually wash my face with baking soda and Swedish vodka and lavender oil and gua sha, and I put that on the skin, and it is amazing. And what I learnt the other day was also that when you do that, you get a better tan. Like I exfoliate like anything, but I don't literally use suntan lotion, and I never burn. So it's interesting, isn't it? But back to what causes inflammation. Let me know, guys, by the way, what kind of exercise do you do? What's your favorite type or kind of exercise? Because that's good to keep the body lower levels of inflammation, because we're bringing oxygen into the body. So that helps. Of course, infections. can lead to chronic inflammation as well. If you have an autoimmune disease, it could be like arthritis or anything that attacks the body. It could be, what else is there, lupus and things like that, causes inflammation in the body. By the way, if you're popping in here, let me know where you are and how your week has been. Oh, I got to sit cross-legged. I always sit cross-legged, guys. I cannot sit with my legs, you know, just down. So hang on a sec. I've got to be more comfortable. There we go. Legs up. Able to get in some weight training. Hashimoto's. Okay. Well, there you go. So inflammation. And I'll tell you, I've got a bit of a solution for that. So stay on and listen in, because this is really good stuff. If we're overweight, of course, excess body fat, abdomen fat, also it contributes to inflammation. I definitely need to lose weight. I used to be, goodness me, I used to be actually nearly 28 kilos lighter, but I've got a lot more body weight now. But is there anyone else here that needs to lose a little bit of weight? I've got something coming up too for you. Can join me for a really good program where we're going to work on, getting the inflammation down and getting the weight down and start feeling a lot better. And we can be there to motivate each other. So that's coming up too. So obviously, obesity is no good. So who want to lose a little bit of weight here? Here I am saying that, and I've been sitting here eating my muffin that I made. Maybe I should go and grab another one. Maybe after I do the live. Homemade stuff is a lot better than bought stuff, though, don't you reckon? But yeah, obviously, as I said before, staying away from sugar, wheat, dairy, they're the big ones. Just stay away from that. Smoking is a well-known contributor to inflammation in the body. So if you do smoke, yeah, it's not the most attractive habit, is it, to have? Hey, Marie, we got some Swedish people popping in now. Maybe some other Swedish people will join me soon. I'm talking about inflammation in the body. So if you're coming in late, go back and watch it from the start. Later when I stop, obviously. A lot of alcohol as well can also contribute to excess inflammation in the body. Hey. And also there are a little bit of genetics that also can be contributing to inflammation. So I'll just mention them again, what we've been talking about: poor diet, chronic stress, infections, autoimmune disorders, carrying too much weight, smoking, a lot of alcohol, and some type of genetic conditions can cause a bit of inflammation. So I'm sure a lot of us here probably have one or two, or are actually, have some of these. Some of you might be smoking. Some of you might carry a little bit of extra weight. Some of you, as you said, have got autoimmune. I've had an autoimmune too, which I've now have got under control. So I want to talk to you about curcumin or turmeric, which is, so curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric. So, the turmeric is the root. It's very yellow. You can go to cafes and you can have turmeric latte or golden milk, it's called as well. And it's pretty yummy. I like it. So I want to talk to you a little bit about curcumin, because let me share my experience first. What kind of drew me to starting to look into turmeric a bit. So I had a lot of aches and pains, particularly in my back, because it's been having a lot of use in the past, because I used to be, well, I still am very active, but I used to row a lot and loaded the back a lot, and really overworked it, I guess, and it's lots of aches and pains, and through my activity through all the years, and you know, you tend to get aches and pains in the body. Who else has got a few aches and pains in the body? Hello, Kerry, how are you? I'm sitting here in Pulpunka, just enjoying the outdoors. Yeah, so I'm talking to, for you guys that are coming in now, I've been talking a little bit about inflammation and what are the most common causes of inflammation and how we can get it down a little bit. So, yeah, back to my pain, also working with my hands for, you know, doing a lot of remedial massage and a lot of body work for 25 years. It's a long time. And I've always done a lot of crafty things, always used my hands a lot, and started to feel, you know, not so good in some of my joints. And stomach not feeling so good, and bits and pieces. Anyway, it was mainly the back that really started to give me a lot of grief. And one of my hip that has had a tear in the hip, a pretty severe tear, plus my 2 ankle reconstruction, so a lot of stuff going on. So I actually started taking tablets from a naturopath, Curcumin, because she said that would be good for me to take. So I did that, didn't have any effect whatsoever, didn't notice anything anyway, and I was on them for a long time. And then I also thought, I was reading up about turmeric, and it said if you take turmeric, and to get the levels of turmeric into the blood, into the body, for it to work, then they said to add a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of oil. So what I did was, hello guys, we've got Annette, we got Tyler, hey mate, how are you? So I thought, I am just going to be brave, and I'm going to cut up turmeric, small pieces, and I added a little bit of oil in a little cup, and then I added some black pepper essential oil from Young Living, because that's an edible oil, or a culinary oil it's called, so you can actually take that internally. So I was doing that for a bit, noticed a little bit of a result, but my stomach started feeling, you know, not so good, and it tasted like pretty yuck. And the work of cutting that up and stuff. And I actually spoke to a naturopath, and she said, do you know, Karina, it's actually not good to take turmeric like that in big doses. It's not good for the microbiome, for the stomach. Anyway, time went, and then one of my friends were talking about this other kind of curcumin that's in liquid drops, and was saying that it's so much more potent. Like, it gets absorbed in the bloodstream, and it's like 277 times stronger. And I thought, ooh, it sparked my interest, because, you know, when you got something going on and you want to resolve it, you'd do anything to get help with it. And because wellness, I think for me, that's one of my highest values, as you probably figure. Health is, I mean, if we don't have health, what have we got? It's not until we actually have got a lot of pain or we get sick, I know people that are here live has gone through massive health challenges. It's not until we go through those health challenges that we actually start to realize that health is really the biggest wealth you can have. So I basically invest everything in health and stuff like that. Everything that's very high on my values. So I got these drops, and I'm going to show you them soon. And I just put them underneath my tongue. When I first did it, I went, ooh, that tastes a bit weird. But anyway, I definitely thought I don't care about if something is good for me, something I know is going to be good. I don't care if it doesn't taste like sugar and sweetness and lollies. That's just silly to think that. Some people say, but it doesn't taste yuck. I go, oh my God, grow up. If you want results, you know, anyway, I got a solution for that too. If people find it, it's not sweet enough. I think I've got a few mosquitoes out here. Yeah, so I started taking them, and something in me, I was guided to really be absolutely consistent with them. I was taking between 5 and 8 drops in the morning and night, and after 3 days, I literally kind of, I went like this. I went, particularly, I should be careful doing that, but particularly that joint here, that's had a, it's kind of, yeah, well, yeah, the middle one here is pretty worn and gets a bit achy from all the work that I do. And I started going, feels a bit better. And I thought, that can't be it. Can't be it. But yeah, after 7 days, I definitely knew that I was onto something pretty amazing. So ever since, for 5 months, I can't believe it's 5 months, guys. For 5 months now, I've been taking these drops, and God, I can tell you, I have realized that I had a lot of inflammation in my body, because now I feel a lot younger. I feel a lot younger. I can't believe I'm my age. It's kind of a bit weird, you know. I can't believe I'm my age, but yet again, when I look at my kids and I look that I have got grandkids, then I go, ooh, yeah, time is a funny thing, hey? Yeah, so what I noticed obviously was my back started feeling, wow, so much better. It was like a big weight lifted off my shoulders. Then I started noticing after a while that I didn't have that cough that I always had. You know, like a lot of people have, and they have to use a spray. And I haven't had to use that. I haven't been coughing, which is incredible. Even when I sit here normally, I've got a tickle in my throat all the time. No. Then I noticed that when I went to sleep, I often read at night, and I have a book in front of me, and then I noticed that when I woke up in the morning, I was in the same position. And I actually had so deep sleep, which I used to have really broken sleep. And that's obviously hormonal, the age that I'm in. And a lot of people struggle with, you know, broken sleep. So that was a big one. Then what else? I noticed the clarity in my head. My stomach started feeling better. My stomach is just continually starting to improve. So lots of different things, and with time, you know, there's just different things that I notice keeps improving. So guys, you probably know that it takes, when you've got to give something a go, you've got to give it 3 months really. 3 months minimum for things to really kick in, because of our red blood cells. We you know, everything in the body is sort of new again after 3 months. So it's really important to be consistent. And that strange thing, I think, is really, it's kind of strange, because most people that take these drops, they actually they're guided, they kind of feel guided to take them regularly, because you know sometimes when you introduced or you take some supplements and you start and then you kind of forget. You don't forget about these. You don't, because there's something that happens to make you take them. So let's talk a little bit about curcumin. I'm going to say quite a few different benefits of curcumin. Well, first of all, curcumin is known for the anti-inflammatory benefits. It's also known for the antioxidant properties. So that's pretty amazing. It protects the cells from damage. Curcumin is also known for joint health, joint conditions and arthritis and things like that. Curcumin also very well known for heart health, which is interesting. Curcumin helps improve blood vessel function and reducing inflammation there. Some studies, if you look at PubMed.gov and you put curcumin in, you can put curcumin in cancer. There's some studies that shows that it inhibits the amount of growth of the cancer cells, which is amazing. Digestive health. There's definitely mosses here now. I think I'll have to move in soon. I was going to sit out here until it was dark, but maybe not so good. So curcumin is also good for balancing blood sugar. That's a huge one. And reduce the risk of diabetes type 2. Curcumin is good for skin conditions like any, eczema and psoriasis and stuff like that. In general, curcumin, there's also studies that shows it's good anti-aging, and yes, sounds good to me. I'd like a bucket of that. That would be good. Improved immune function. It also helps with weight management. So it because obesity also causes inflammation in the body. And it also shows that curcumin helps with wound healing and also enhanced mood. So it helps with the cognitive function. So it can actually help when people get really worried. And that's, I guess, a good side effect from these drops, because I've heard a lot of people that feel like they're coping better and they don't get so stressed and anxious, which is incredible. So that's a little bit about curcumin, all right? So curcumin, obviously, you can get it in like the powder, the turmeric powder, the yellow stuff. But if you mix that in water, I should have showed you actually. I should have showed you. I might go and do it soon. But it doesn't actually, that powder doesn't mix properly with water. But this stuff do. I haven't got a glass of water here now warm, so what I'm going to show you is it basically, the drops kind of look like this. It's very, very, very viscous. It's very thick, very orange. You can see it's very, very thick. Can you see that? Whee! Cool, hey? That is curcumin. How cool is that? I'm going to show you again because it looks so cool. You draw it up. You see that? So that's a 1 drop. So what is suggested is that people take 10 drops a day. So you do 5 in the morning, 5 at night. And we refer to these as golden drops. By the way, up above, I put a link where you can actually check out. But yeah, contact me if you want to learn a little bit more. So these you can't find anywhere because they are distributed through people like myself, distributors, and they're very new. It's a new technology that's comes from Germany, and that technology basically gets the curcumin into the blood plasma, because of this new technology, the BioMS they call it. I don't know if you can see, but it says BioMS there. That's the delivery system. So what happens is, and this is really important, it is 277 times the bioavailability to normal curcumin. Did you hear that? 277 times. So for men it's a little bit less, and that's due to men being a little bit different and their metabolism. But for women, it's 277, a little bit lower for men. So you can imagine then, when they kind of crack the code, and it makes sense to me now. Makes sense to me now why I got such amazing result, because it has actually got into my body and it's started to have effect. So that's pretty cool. So there you go. It's a little bit about curcumin. We, as I said, we refer to it as a golden drops. And you got the link above there, but yeah, send me a message, write something below, and I can forward some more information. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to show you how yellow it is. So the easiest way to do it is to put it underneath the tongue or in warm water, not boiling, and there's put it underneath the tongue. You can switch it down with a little bit of warm water. Sometimes I like squeezing lemon, fresh lemon in the morning, because that's detoxifying, and I put warm water, put the drops in, put a little bit of maple syrup. Sometimes I sprinkle cayenne pepper. That's my favorite. You can put it, you can mix it in other things, but I find mixing it into coffee and teas, you want to make sure it's not hot, because that can have an effect on how it's being absorbed. But you can certainly do it, just not boiling water. That's important. I'm going to put these drops and I'm going to show you how yellow they are. Mmm. Mmm. You see how yellow it is? This is the golden smile. This goes, by the way, so don't worry. Just be very, very, very mindful of putting it on kitchen benches or where you don't want stains, because air will be going very yellow. White clothes. But one thing that I didn't know about curcumin, and you may not know this, Marie, is that it is actually good for gum health, curcumin. And I read somewhere also that it actually whitens the teeth. Now, it's interesting. Now, they always are yellow, but it doesn't stain them. It actually, I've noticed my teeth, and lots of people say, you've got so white teeth. What do you do? Have you whitened your teeth? I haven't whitened my teeth. Incredible. So I actually like taking like that, but you can put it in warm bone broth as well. Just make sure it's not boiling. And that just is one thing. Obviously, bone broth is very good for the joints as well, for the gut. Actually, you just remind me, I've got some bone broth here for my stomach. I'm going to start taking that too, Marie. So, good one. There's obviously also vegetable broths. If you want it for your, if you are vegan or vegetarian, you can go that way. But I find that most beneficial for the joints and the gut is, bone broth, proper bone broth. Anyway, that's a bit of sharing. Did you learn something new about curcumin or inflammation? Let me know below. And if you're watching the replay, press replay. Can I have some thumbs or some heart? And take a look at that. Fireworks. It's so cool, hey? Fireworks. Come on, fireworks. Yay! Isn't that cool? It comes up on the screen. I reckon it's really, really cool. Let's do it again. Look at that. Pretty magical, the tricks I can do. last time I did that, I actually got hearts popping up on the screen. See, can we get a heart? Maybe not today. So, yeah, let me know if you learned something new about inflammation. What else do I want to share this Saturday? I'm not going to share like an hour like I did last time, completely unplanned. But I am going to share with you exciting news. I have set a date for the Aspire Wellbeing Retreat up here in Bright. It is coming. There will be quite a few coming. It's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. If you are in Melbourne, if you are, you know, somewhere around here, but a lot of people in Melbourne, you definitely want to come up here. It's going to be that beautiful season when the trees are absolutely in that stunning autumn colours. It's going to be amazing. And you are going to have so much fun, and you're going to reconnect, you're going to rewind, reconnect. You are going to feel absolutely amazing afterwards. You're going to get to know you, you're going to connect with you, and you're going to connect with other beautiful women as well. This retreat will be for women. This time it's only for women, guys, and it is only going to be up to 10 people the most, so it's a really lovely little group. So I'm really excited about that. Feel free to share this video and please send me a message. And if you want to, make sure you follow me. There's obviously a follow somewhere on the page here, but you can also friend me. So on my personal page, there should be 3 little lines on the side. I just discovered this myself with someone else, because I thought when you got the professional mode like I have, you can't actually follow. You can't actually friend the person, but you can. You just got to find the right place. So if you do want to friend me, you can send me a message, or you can find the 3 little dots and go friend that person. So feel free to do that, and I look forward to hearing how you guys are going, and look forward to sharing a little bit more soon. I am going to show you now when I can take this phone off the stand. I'm going to show you where I'm sitting actually. Oops. I'm going to turn it around like that. That's my little garden. I'm going to share my, I picked tomatoes here before. There's tomatoes here. There will be more coming. And I've got a big pumpkin here. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that pumpkin? And it's climbing here on the fence, so that will be really interesting. Here's another one here. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful evening. It's a beautiful evening here. But the mosquitoes are coming out, so I'm going to show you my little muffins I made. So here we go. Do they look tasty? I might have another one. And then I've got, see if I can show you here, in the oven. I've got my vegetables here that I've been cooking. So sometimes I mix all these with whatever quinoa, whatever salad. There's even Brussels sprout, beetroot, zucchini, squash, potato, all that kind of stuff. Yes, it's all yummy. And the other thing, when it comes to inflammation, have you heard of hydrogen water? I'm going to share about that next time, but I've got this amazing vessel here, Liquid Light. Incredible. Hydrogen water, it will be my next live. Talk about that, so you can learn a little bit about hydrogen water, because it's really beneficial when it comes to exercise inflammation as well. Still got a yellow tongue. Anyway, I am going to enjoy the last part of the day here, and the sun just came out. There's a little bit of sun over there. How beautiful is that? And here I am, sitting working. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful evening, beautiful Saturday evening. Lots of love, lots of light to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.